Can one book really change your life? Today, I'm going to show you why this is the #1 book I suggest to clients. Hi, I'm Rose Vigiano, Master Level Relationship Coach, Attachment Specialist, and creator of the Awakening Relationships community. I help folks heal insecure attachment patterns so they can build safe and connected relationships. Do you love your partner but wish they would change? Maybe they need a better job, or they should be nicer, or they should be more affectionate. What happens when you think that thought? Do you feel uncomfortable or angry? Does it impact how you relate to your partner? If so, join the club. We all have thoughts about what our partners should be and should do. And all these thoughts have one thing in common. They argue with reality. And when we do that, we create a lot of unnecessary stress in our lives, and our relationships become conflict-ridden and disconnected. Byron Katie's Loving What Is offers a way out. In this video, I'm breaking down her core ideas so you can use them to change your relationships right now. Katie's mantra is simple. When you argue with reality, you lose 100% of the time. If you fight against what's actually happening, reality, you'll always lose. The only way forward is to accept the truth of what is, and from that place, you can make meaningful changes. Loving What Is teaches you a powerful way to do that. In this book, Katie introduces a concept she calls the work. At its heart, the work is about questioning our thoughts and our beliefs, especially the ones that create stress or conflict. It's about really understanding the difference between facts and opinions, and how we tend to mistake our opinions as facts and then believe our opinions as if they were true, which causes a lot of pain in ourselves and ultimately in our relationships. The core practice of the work involves asking yourself 4 transformational questions about any thoughts. Is it true? Can you absolutely know that it's true? How do you react? What happens when you believe that thought? And who would you be without that thought? These questions help you step back from your assumptions and see things from a new perspective. After you ask them, you can then turn the thought around. You find at least 3 specific, genuine examples of how the opposite thought is just as true and sometimes even more true in this situation. Let's use a common complaint I hear a lot from partners. They never listen to me. Is it true? At first you might say, yes, my partner is always distracted, but is it always? Or are there moments when they do listen? Can you absolutely know it's true? This question challenges you to go even deeper. Can you be 100% sure they never listen? Usually the answer is no. So how do you react when you believe the thought, they never listen to me, as if it's fact? Well, you probably feel angry, and under that is hurt and sadness, and then you feel disconnected from your partner. And maybe you react by either withdrawing or lashing out to them. This question helps you see how believing the thought impacts your emotions and then your behaviors. Who would you be without that thought? Without the belief, they never listen to me, you might feel more open, certainly more calm, less scared, and even curious about their perspective. Now let's turn that thought, they never listen to me, around. What's an opposite that might be just as true? Well, they do listen to me, or I don't listen to them, or they shouldn't listen to me. Is it possible that these are true? You'd be surprised how the opposite thought can set you free. I want to share my 5 biggest takeaways from the book, and first, the doors for the Awakening Relationships community open soon. Changing relationship patterns are really hard, especially without the right support. Working with a professional one-on-one can feel overwhelming, it can be difficult to schedule, and also out of reach financially, which is why I created the Awakening Relationships community. It's an intimate space where you work on healing insecure attachment patterns and learn the nuts and bolts of how to build a secure, functioning relationship. Relationships both with others, with a partner, and most importantly, with yourself. In the community, you have access to hours of thoughtful video content I've curated just for you to guide you on a specific path towards secure attachment, and time to work with me directly in small group settings. Whether you're single or partnered, the ARC has something for you. It gives you the tools to shift unhelpful relationship patterns and connect with a supportive community that really gets it. Enrollment only opens a few times a year, so join the waitlist now so I can give you the best price and some exclusive waitlist only perks. Check the link below for details. I'd love to work with you there. Here are the 5 most powerful takeaways from this book, along with my thoughts about how they relate to attachment. Number 1, suffering doesn't come from the world around you, it comes from your thoughts around the world. From an attachment perspective, this reminds us that clinging to expectations of how our partner should behave often stems from unmet attachment needs from childhood. When we can accept what's actually real, we can focus on what is in our control and what isn't in our control. Acceptance makes space for collaboration, not conflict. Number 2, just because a thought enters your mind doesn't make it true or helpful. The 4 questions of the work help shift our automatic and often attachment-driven reactions. Things like, they'll leave me, or I'm not enough. These thoughts often come from our own insecure attachment patterns and will spiral into conflict with our partners. Instead, we can develop emotional regulation and get curious about where these triggers are coming from. Number 3, we often take as fact what really is a perception. Turning a thought like, they don't care about me, into I don't care about me highlights where you might be neglecting your own needs. This is such a powerful tool for breaking codependent patterns and instead building interdependence, which is necessary for a secure relationship. Number 4, what we judge in others often reflects something unresolved in ourselves. The work encourages you to focus on your reactions rather than blaming others, which is essential for breaking reactive cycles in relationships. This aligns beautifully with the idea of having secure attachment. We step out of the protest behaviors of our insecure attachment styles and into secure functioning relationships. And number 5, accepting things as they are doesn't mean complacency. It opens the door to genuine change. By releasing our attachment to what should be, we can focus on creating a more fulfilling what is. This is crucial for healing attachment wounds that keep us tied to the past or fearful of the future. This takeaway reinforces the importance of mindfulness, which is a key tool in developing secure attachment. As a relationship coach, I love how Byron Katie's approach empowers you to take responsibility for your thoughts and actions. It aligns beautifully with secure attachment principles, which emphasize self-awareness, trust, and emotional regulation. Here's what really stands out to me. It encourages curiosity. Instead of just jumping to conclusions, the work invites you to explore your thoughts. This is essential for effective communication in a relationship. It reduces reactivity. By questioning your thoughts, you create space to respond thoughtfully rather than reacting emotionally. It shifts blame. Rather than focusing on what your partner should do, you turn inward and focus on what you can control. This is a game changer for breaking toxic patterns. I highly recommend this book if you want to decrease conflict in your partnership, feel more peace in your life, and build up your ability to function securely in a relationship. Here's how you can start to apply loving what is. Notice your stressful thoughts. When you feel triggered or activated, write down the thoughts running through your mind. For example, he doesn't care about me, or I have to do everything myself. Run them through the 4 questions. Take one thought at a time and work through each question. Be honest and curious about your answers and practice the turnarounds. A key part of the work is flipping your thought to the opposite and seeing if that can be just as true or even more true than the original thought. For example, I have to do everything myself becomes they have to do everything for themselves, or I I don't have to do anything by myself. This helps you see the situation in a new light and get clearer on what's true. Focus on what you can control. You can't change your partner or another person, but you can change how you show up. Use the work to shift your mindset and approach conversations with more calm and clarity. Byron Katie's Loving What Is offers us a powerful way to transform our relationships by changing how we think about them. My challenge to you is this: the next time you feel upset with your partner or a close person, pause and run your thoughts through the 4 questions. Then share your experience in the comments below. I'd love to hear what you discover. If this video resonated with you, give it a thumbs up, hit subscribe, and share it with someone who might benefit. Don't forget to check out my other videos like Attachment Styles Explained Simply and How to Fix an Anxious Attachment Style for more about building secure relationships. And if you're ready to dive deeper, check out the Awakening Relationships community. We help you take actionable steps to heal insecure attachment patterns and build the relationships you really want. Enrollment opens soon, so join the waitlist. I'd love to see you there. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you soon. And remember, what we can't do alone, we can do together.